My love, do you know that your subconscious speaks to me in ways words never could? It whispers truths you never say out loud, revealing pieces of your soul you try to keep hidden. In the quiet hours of the night, when everything else fades into silence, you often come to me in my dreams. And in those dreams, you are different, so different from the version of you the world sees every day. In my dreams, you are vulnerable and open. You speak with such clarity and honesty. There's no hesitation, no walls. You say exactly what's on your mind, without fear of judgment or rejection. You are playful and warm. You laugh freely. You move with purpose toward the things your heart truly desires. You don't hold back. You don't let anything slip away, not opportunities, not people, not love. It's a beautiful contrast to how you are in real life, where you often stay guarded, where you let things go that you quietly wish to hold on to. But even when you're hiding behind your defenses, I see through them. I always have. I see beyond the hard and tough exterior you show to the world. No matter how strong your facade, I have always felt the softness in you, the tenderness you try to conceal. I see it in the way your eyes linger a little longer, in the pauses between your words, in the way your silence speaks when your lips don't move. Even when your words are sharp or distant, I feel the warmth you're too scared to show. You may think you hide your emotions well, but I know you better than that. I know your heart more intimately than you believe. I know you, not just the version you present to the world, but the one you keep tucked away, safe and unseen. I feel the ache you carry, the longing for connection, for someone to truly see you. I know that deep within, your heart craves a strong emotional bond, a love that is deep, honest, and nurturing. You long to be understood without having to explain yourself. You want someone to hold you tightly and let you just be safe, seen, and enough. You've always tried to be practical, strong, and composed. You carry your responsibilities with grace, but I know that life forced you to grow up too soon. Somewhere along the way, you buried your inner child to survive the weight of expectations. But I want you to know, that child is still there, still alive, still longing to be held, loved, and allowed to breathe freely again. And I love that part of you just as much as I love the mature, grounded person you've become. In truth, I love every version of you. I love the innocent, gentle soul that emerges in my dreams. I love the deep thinker who carries the world on their shoulders. I love the responsible, resilient spirit who always puts others first. And yes, I even love the version of you that is guarded, distant, and stubborn, because I understand where it comes from. Every piece of you is beautiful to me. And even though you might never say it aloud, I know you care for me. I know your heart reaches out to mine in ways that are quiet, almost invisible, but unmistakable. I don't need declarations or grand gestures. I feel it in the way you look at me when you think I'm not paying attention. I sense it in the spaces between your words. I know your heart misses me, even when your lips stay silent. And that's enough for me, because I already know. You are the most beautiful part of my life. You've given me love in ways I didn't even know I was capable of receiving. I have loved you more deeply than I ever imagined I could love anyone. You are not just a part of my life, you are my world, my light, my home. And please, never doubt for a moment how much you mean to me. Yes, I've made mistakes. I've gotten angry. I've said things I didn't mean in moments of frustration. But once the storm within me settles, all that remains is love, pure, unwavering love for you. My heart holds no grudge, only the memory of how much I cherish you. Your presence still brings me happiness. You still make my heart race. And yes, I'm still crazy about you. So even if life continues to test us, even if silence grows or distance comes, I want you to carry this truth with you: you are deeply loved. Every version of you is worthy of love, especially the ones you try to hide. And I will always be here, loving you, understanding you, even when you think no one can. My dear, I want to begin by saying I'm truly sorry for telling you that I don't love you the way I once did. It was never easy for me to say that, and I know it must have hurt you deeply. The truth is, my feelings have always been complex, and at times, I didn't even fully understand them myself. What I said may have given you the impression that I no longer care about you, but that couldn't be further from the truth. I do care about you immensely. You've never left my thoughts, and I haven't forgotten a single moment we shared. However, I must also admit that the intensity and nature of my feelings have changed over time. When I told you I didn't love you anymore, I wasn't being completely honest. I was trying to protect you, and in doing so, I ended up hurting you. I told myself that it was for your own good, and maybe, in some ways, it really was. I wanted you to move on with your life. I didn't want you to keep waiting for me, clinging to hopes that may never be fulfilled. I didn't want you to live in the illusion that one day everything would magically fall into place for us, because life simply doesn't work that way. Sometimes love alone isn't enough. We both have responsibilities that cannot be ignored. We have people in our lives who rely on us, family members, loved ones, even communities, and those responsibilities come with sacrifices. As much as our hearts yearn to be together, we can't just abandon everything and everyone for the sake of what we feel. That kind of decision comes with consequences that neither of us can afford to bear. It's not that our love isn't real, it's just that reality demands more from us than our emotions can supply. I said what I did not because I stopped loving you, but because I wanted to help you focus on your present life, your own journey, and your personal growth. I didn't want you to stay stuck in a place of longing, or to keep turning back to me when life has so much more in store for you. I believed, and still do, that if you could let go of the idea of us, you might find more peace, more clarity, and perhaps even happiness. Still, that doesn't mean I've erased you from my heart. This connection between us is something rare and beautiful, something that I will treasure for the rest of my life. You have been such an important part of my story, of who I am. Your presence in my life left an imprint that no one else could ever replace. And even if we can't be together in the way we once dreamed, please know that your place in my heart is secure. There will never be another you. But as much as this connection means to me, we can't ignore the reality that surrounds us. The world is not always kind to love like ours. Circumstances, obligations, timing, they all conspire against us in ways we cannot control. We are not in a place right now where we can simply choose love above all else. At least, not yet. Perhaps one day, when the noise of life quiets down, and the weight of our duties has lessened, the universe might open a path for us again. Until then, we must walk separately, with grace, with strength, and with hope. This love that lives between us will always be here. It is etched into our souls, a quiet flame that continues to burn no matter the distance. I cherish it dearly, even when I try to silence it for the sake of practicality. But it's important for us to turn our attention to the lives we are living now, to the people who need us, to the goals we've set, and to the futures we must build. We owe it to ourselves and to those around us to live fully, to grow, to find meaning in our daily lives, even if that means setting aside the dreams we once shared. You and I both know the depth of what we feel. We don't need to prove it to anyone else. Our bond speaks for itself, in the silence, in the memories, in the unspoken understanding that will always remain. Our hearts may long to be together, but they will have to wait. Perhaps one day, when all the pieces fall into place, we will meet again, not as a hope, but as a reality. Until that day comes, let's live with joy. Let's strive to be better human beings. Let's fulfill our duties with love and sincerity, so that when our time on this earth comes to an end, we can meet the eyes of the Almighty without regret. Even God, in His infinite wisdom, sacrificed His own desires for the sake of His responsibilities. If He could do that, then so can we. My dear, I love you very much. I always have, and I always will. You will forever rule my heart, no matter where life takes us. I can't promise you a future together, but I hope this truth gives you the strength to live a happy and fulfilling life. That is all I can offer you now, and I pray that it is enough.